I'm a bit late, but hey, what's going on, guys? Eating fries. You. I'm sorry I was a bit late. I was taking a shower. No clue why they're saying the stream is performing poorly. Oh, there we go. Alright. Hey, Gucci. Um, yeah, there it goes again. Weird. I'm a bit late, but hey. Not food. Oh, yeah. Got a bit of fries stuck in my teeth. Alright. We're playing Doki Doki, so let's just get into it, okay? Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the game capture again. Alright, there we go. We'll leave it there. Alright. So let's just get into this. I don't. What are we on? Act 2, I believe. We're on Act 2. Pretty sure. I remember. Yeah. Because we slept with Yuri. I slowly opened my eyes. I'm moving a little. The warm sunlight peeks through the curtains. At first, I was surprised when Yuri offered to share a bed, but I soon figured out why she wasn't nervous. She wasn't lying when she said she had a big bed. The thing is nearly 6 feet wide. Oh my god, that's taller than me. I look over to see Yuri peacefully sleeping. For the past 2 weeks, we've been taking turns staying at each other's houses to read, drink tea, etc. We're already on the last few chapters of our book. We haven't been going to the literature club at all. In fact, I'm pretty sure the club has been shut down since it was only Sayori and Monica. Even wrapped in the thick blankets, I feel cold. Oh dang. The club got shut down. But why did Natsuki start to leave? That's my question. And then how's Sayori's still fine then. But dang, we just straight up quit. Sayori loved the literature club and now it's gone. Puka? I'm knocked out of my trance. I turn to Yuri. Good morning, my purple. That's it for today's stream, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did. Good morning, my purple princess. What? Despite sharing a bed, Yuri still seems uncomfortable with any displays of affection. I guess technically, with the exception of sharing a bed, our relationship hasn't progressed beyond just friends. I'm too scared to ask her to be my girlfriend. What are you thinking? What are you thinking about? Huh? You're spacing out. Is something on your mind? I'm fine, just ready to start the day. I get up and head to the bathroom to do my normal routine. Once downstairs, I see that Yuri has already started making breakfast. What you making? Oh, just some pancakes. How fancy. We'll just make sure you guys can hear the music. I shoot Yuri a slight grin. She sends one back and continues cooking. I take a seat and start thinking about the past 2 weeks. Even with Yuri and I spending so much time together, we've yet to talk about her cutting. Yuri is very reclusive and I planned on waiting for her to open up to me, but it hasn't been the case. I've been preparing for when she did so I could help her. I've been contacting a psychiatrist who can help her and maybe even prescribe her with medication. Yuri comes to the table, sets down a plate in front of me, and then takes a seat. Did you have any plans today, Puka? It's now or never. Yes, I did. What did they involve reading or tea? Yuri smiles whimsically, but I don't share a moment of happiness. She notices I'm not smiling and shifts to wariness. Is everything okay? Yuri, for the past few days I've come in contact with a psychiatrist. Okay, she's surprised. What did I say? I really think oh dang, no. Yuri jumps up, sending her chair crashing to the ground. Whoa, buddy, why would you do this to me? She starts to march away, but I stop her. I don't think so. I grab her and pull her into my grasp. She stands in front of me with a look of immense pain on her face. Yuri, please look at me. I promised you that I would help you, and I don't plan on breaking that promise. Puka, I don't think I can. Don't say that, Yuri. This man may be the answer we've been searching for. He can help you understand yourself and maybe even help with your. She stares at the ground for what feels like an eternity. Sharpening. Okay. Okay. I'll go see your psychiatrist. My heart jumps out of my chest triumphantly. That's fantastic! I wrap my arms around her in a tight embrace, but she fails to do the same. I let her go. I'll call him and see when we can schedule a visit. It's obvious Yuri isn't as excited about this as I am. I've been close to her all this time, and she has adamantly shut me out of most of her inner feelings. I can't imagine how she'll act having to open up to a complete stranger. I'm well aware this is hard, but it's for our own good. We should continue eating before it gets cold. I shake myself away from my thoughts and turn to the breakfast. Oh yeah, let's continue. Oh yeah, let's continue. We take our seats and eat the rest of our meals in silence. I peek over and can see Yuri visibly shaking. My bad, excuse me. Her sleeves are loose and drooping down enough to where if I look hard enough, I can see her arm. I can see the faint shadows of scars lined up and down. I whisper quietly to myself, I'll save you from the pain, Yuri. I don't know why I found that funny. It's like I'm in the main lobby. Main screen, title screen. Thing. Yeah. I decided to take Yuri for a walk through downtown to ease her mind. Puka, do you mind if we go in here? I look up at the sign. It's some clothing store. Yeah, sure. I grab the door and hold it open for Yuri. I thought I was about to start playing a song. I was about to be so happy. Alright. 1 second. I'm back. Once inside, I look for a bench to sit on. I'm not really a fan of shopping. That is unless I'm shopping for a new video game or something. My kind of style. I feel you. I can't stand shopping, but if I'm going for video games, oh, you got me. Do you know what you're looking for? Oh, I thought we could just look around. Look around? What the heck is wrong with women? Why would you want to go into a clothing store just to look around? Alright then. Yuri begins to sift through racks while I stand there aimlessly. I look at the posters on the wall. They all show attractive people in dramatic poses and clothes. Puka, have you seen anything like you? You like? Oh, like you. You like. Yuri speaks to me from the other side of the rack. I look through the assortment of clothing. My eyes become fixated on a sundress. I walk up to it and pull it out of the rack. It's a long magenta sundress with linen fabric and spaghetti straps. As I'm looking at it, some guy walks up behind me. Hey, is that one purple? Purple is my favorite color. The guy takes the dress straight from my hand and walks up to the cashier and purchases it. Alright then. he just bought it. Oh, okay. I walk over to the counter where the cashier is handing Yuri a bag. What's that? Just something for myself. A horrific roar bellows through the clothing store. Oh my god, the city's being attacked by a monster. I look down and see it's only my stomach rumbling. Wanna go somewhere to eat? Sure. Yuri smiles and we exit the store. Alright, Yuri, where do you want to eat? Puka, you know it's not very gentlemanlike to make the lady choose. I'm sorry, I thought it would be funny to tease you. Yuri continues to giggle at my expense. It's mind-boggling to see just how comfortable she's gotten with me. According to others, she isolates herself from most people. But again, most people probably don't barge into her house. In the end, seeing Yuri smile lets me know this is all worth it. Alright, you had your fun. How about we go to a ramen shop? I look quizzically at Yuri. Can't you just buy ramen for like 79 cents at a grocery store? That's the cheap store-bought ramen. Are you saying you've never had authentic ramen noodles before? I can't say I have. Do you think there's one nearby? I'm sure we can find one. This guy is literally me. I swear they make these mods in image of me as a person. I pull out my phone and start searching for nearby noodle shops. I find one just a few blocks down. It's called Spaghetto's Bowl. My phone's about to die. Do you think you can pull it up on yours? Of course. What's the address? It's 1273 Rockefeller Street. Why do I know that? Why does that sound so familiar? Why does that sound so familiar? 1273. It's a song. Oh my god. It's a Nightcore song. I've never even listened to Nightcore, but I knew that from somewhere. What? Okay. Alright, found it. I love how they have those little Easter eggs. Those little call outs to the real world, and like how they have Keanu Reeves. I'm really thirsty. Give me a second. Did y'all think I was gonna go get myself like a bottle of water? Because I did. Because water is the good option. Make sure you stay hydrated. I was pretty dehydrated. It'd be a lie if I said I wasn't. But yeah. Alright, anyway, let's get back into this. Okay, anyway. Then lead the way. We're going to a ramen shop, remember that. We walk the streets of downtown. It's a beautiful day. The hustle and bustle of the streets is the same as always. My bad. Excuse me. Oh my. Oh, alright. So, a lot of people are walking around, probably enjoying the weekend, same as us. There's some guy standing in the middle of the sidewalk menacingly. He wears a very light pink button-down shirt with matching shorts, black belt, and brown dress shoes. His hands are wrapped over themselves across his abdomen, and he has a devilish, blank smile on his face. Yuri and I quickly walk by him in hopes that he doesn't do anything to us. Within a couple more minutes, we make it to the shop. I look up at the sign. Spaghetto's Bowl. This is it. I hold the door open for Yuri and we step inside. Okay. Okay, we eat it now. Okay, I see. Okay. It's cold in here. As soon as we step inside, a gust of wind blows against my body. This place definitely keeps their AC on. I look back behind the bar where the kitchen is. Chefs all hover above big pots, which I assume are full of noodles. The hostess approaches us. Hello. How many today? 2, please. Right this way. We follow the hostess to a table and take our seats. Your waiter will be with you shortly. She hands us the menus and walks off to seat the next guest. This is really nice, Yuri. I take it you've never been in a noodle shop before, Puka? Well, yeah. It's pretty neat in here. I look around the place. The dim lighting and the music really set the ideal noodle eating atmosphere. It does. I feel that. Let me just mute my phone. There we go. I look over the menu. There's a lot of variety considering my previous views on ramen. Where are you gonna eat? Most likely the tonkatsu. You like pork? What do you mean? I just assumed, that a lady wouldn't eat pork? I'm not sure if it's the kitchen, but my face is growing hotter and hotter. I didn't mean any offense, You're too easy to tease, Puka. I roll my eyes at her. Okay, you got me. Very funny. It was pretty funny, to be honest. I go back to reading the menu. I think I'll just have the same thing. A fine choice, Puka. The waitress arrives at our table. She places 2 glasses of water before us. What can I get you 2? I'll have a tonkatsu. She scribbles into her notepad. And what for you, ma'am? Yuri begins to get nervous. She looks the same as she did at the coffee shop. I'll have the same thing. My eyes widen a little as I stare at Yuri. The waitress, oblivious to the situation, writes down the orders. Phew. Will that be all? Yes. She takes the menus and leaves at the table. Is everything okay? I feel the corners of my mouth raise. I just wasn't expecting you to order. Yuri smiles shyly. Well, I suppose when I'm around you, I'm a bit more comfortable being myself. I give her another smile and she gives me one back. That in itself is a small victory. GG, boy! Took another swig of water. Swig. I don't like that word. I really don't, actually. Don't know why it bothers me, but it does. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a variety YouTuber. I'm whatever I want to be. Mick Pooper. I don't know. My music, the cover I did is doing pretty well. For my channel's sake. Yeah, there's a difference between doing well in general and for doing well when it comes to your standards of well. Okay? The waitress returns, bowls in hand. Enjoy your meals. With a quick bow, she walks off. You're not gonna get into that. What's this? With my chopsticks, I point out the small bowl of red mixture. It's a spice you can put on your ramen. Oh, nice. I grab the small bowl, and begin to scoop it into my food. Puka, wait! What? It's very hot. You're supposed to only put in a small amount. Hence why it comes in such a tiny serving. I'm sure I'll be fine. After scooping out half the bowl, I set it back down and stirred the noodles with my chopsticks. I grab a chopstick full of noodles and shove it in my mouth. Yuri winces as soon as the noodles enter my mouth. Oh, it's not so bad. Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh god. I start breathing heavily. Smoke begins to billow out my mouth like a chimney. I feel so hot. I'm sweating all along my forehead. The broth feels like molten lava being poured down my esophagus. Who made this? Satan? But beads of sweat trickle down my face. Or are those tears? Either way, my mouth burns. I grab my water and chug it down. Pain fades away. Wow. Are you okay? Yeah. On the bright side, my sinuses have never been this clear in years. We share a laugh and continue our meals. Oh my. Puka? Yeah, thank you for everything. It was just lunch. No, I'm not referring to the noodle shop. I'm referring to everything. Everything you've done. I haven't really felt like I've done much, but when I think about it, Yuri hasn't ever had a day where she just goes out with a friend. Just one person being with her probably means the world to her. It's fine, Yuri. Like I said, friends stay by each other. I didn't expect you to get close. She takes her hand and intertwines it with mine. It's soft, yet tight. Do you think I'm ready to be fixed, Puka? I simply smile at her. I stare into her lavender eyes. Healing begins the moment you accept the pain. I see a tear slide down her face. She takes a moment to absorb my statement. I'll be seeing you, Puka. Have a good night, Yuri. She breaks away and enters her house. For a moment, I stand there by myself as the cool winter breeze encapsulates me. For my own words race repeatedly through my mind. We'll get through this together. Okay. Nice. We made it. We survived. A few days later. Okay. Wait a minute. No, I don't want to be done yet. I'm not even close to it. I awakened in my own bed today. Yuri and I didn't read together last night, so she's still at her house. In fact, we haven't talked much this past week after I told her I'm taking her to a doctor. Yuri sees herself as some sort of freak, and I'm sure taking her to a psychiatrist probably doesn't help that image. Nevertheless, this is important. I text Yuri to remind her that after school we're meeting the psychiatrist. I look outside my window. It's a bit foggy, but that's not going to stop me. I continue my boring morning routine of showering, brushing my teeth, and getting dressed. I drop my lid. Frick. My water cap. My water lid. Oh, come on. It's in like one of the worst places to go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. Ah! There we go. Alright, stop fidgeting with that. Hey, look, I used a new word. Fidgeting. Without having to read it in a book, I said fidgeting. And getting dressed. What to eat? I repeatedly open and close different cabinets, lowering my standards with each one. Cereal it is. I grab a bowl and pour myself some cereal. I then open the fridge. No. I'm out of milk! This has got to be the worst day of my life. Ugh. Maybe I can find a substitute. Oh, don't. No. Don't use water. I look through the shelves of my fridge, pull out a jug of orange juice, glance at the bowl of cereal, dry cereal, then at the orange juice, then back at the bowl. Lord forgive me, for I am about to sin. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. He said the thing. Lord forgive me, for I am about to sin. Oh, orange juice and cereal. Ew. But you know, I think orange juice depends on the type of cereal, to be honest. Last class of the day and it's almost over. I stare blankly at the clock, watching the seconds tick away. The teacher says something or other about World War II. I don't need to know history. I have my future all figured out. I'm going to write a song and become a famous musician. I already have the first line down. Oh! No! No, he didn't just say that! I don't need to know history. I have my future all figured out. I'm gonna write a song and become a famous musician. I already have the first line down. Gucci gang. I guess I'll just repeat that line a dozen times and... Oh, they're calling it. Oh, this is so good. Good gang, good gang, good gang, good gang, good gang, good gang, good gang. Not doing okay. I don't know the song actually. I completely forgot about it. I guess I'll repeat that line a dozen more times and call it music. The bell rings. Appears the school day is over. Thanks for ending my misery. I told Yuri I would meet her in front of the school. We're gonna run into someone. I take a shortcut through the courtyard so I can meet up with Yuri. My mind is going a mile a minute right now. I have no idea what will happen when I bring Yuri to this doctor. Puka? I stop at the sound of my name coming from an all too familiar voice. I turn to see who the person is. Sayori! Oh no. Frick! Of all people, I didn't want you! I would have taken Sayori any day. Hiya, Puka! Hey, Monica. Where are you going? Home? Oh, Sam. Well, if you don't have any plans, then you wouldn't mind... Get out of here! You wouldn't mind walking me home. I stand there dumbfounded. Why would Monica all of a sudden want to walk home together when we haven't even spoken in a month? It's not like we left on good terms either. I'm actually about to go somewhere. You said you were heading home. You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Puka? No, it's just that I look around for an escape route. In the distance, I see a tall purple figure near the gates of the school. Look back at Monica. Her eyes follow mine, and she also spots the purple figure. I see. Monica, I didn't mean to lie to you. I'm sure you didn't, Puka. I'll go ahead and let you walk home. Bye. Ah, that's so awkward. Monica trots off. Without another thought, I make a break towards the gate. That would be so bad and awkward. I'm taking all these screenshots because I need to make thumbnails. I need to become a professional. Thumbnail, YouTube. How do people? I mean, yeah. How do you make a thumbnail for a game? How do streamers make a thumbnail for a game they've never played? Yeah, I guess you can get the title screen. I don't know. I'm here. There you are. I was getting worried. Sorry I made you wait. I got caught up trying to take a shortcut. I guess it turned into a long cut, huh? I let out an awkward laugh, but Yuri still retains her nervous expression. Perhaps long cut wasn't a very good word. You fool. You absolute fool. I take her hand and hold it softly in mine. Yuri, look at me. It's gonna be okay. I promise. Yuri slowly nods. Bro, screenshots out the galore! Thumbnails! Oh, this could be this. Alright, here it is. I look at the clock above the doorway. Right on time, too. The doctor should be out in any second. As soon as I finish my sentence, a man walks out of the office door. He's an older gentleman with black hair that has started to gray. He wears an outfit you'd see in one of those fancy, expensive magazines. Nice dress shoes, a pristine three-piece suit and tie, and even a gold watch. Dr. Langton. Dr. Peter Langton. Do you see? Everything they have named could be a reference. So now, I'm going to search this up. Peter Langton. Peter Langton. That's funny. This is someone. Dr. Peter Langton. It's a SpongeBob reference. It's when Plankton pretends to be a psychiatrist for SpongeBob, I believe, to get the Krabby Patty formula. Guys, I know my stuff. I know these references. I haven't seen that episode in forever, so I mean, obviously I won't remember it. There's a lot of SpongeBob episodes to remember. It's a pleasure to. Do I do this? I can't do. I haven't heard Plankton's voice in forever. It's a pleasure to meet you. He shakes my hand. You must be Puka, correct? Yes, sir. And this is Yuri. He holds out his hand to Yuri. Well, this is awkward. After a few seconds, Dr. Langton lowers his hand. That's fine. It's okay to be nervous around the doctor, I know. But I want you to know that there's nothing to fear. This is a safe place. He raises his arm as if to display his office. So, how about we step through the door and begin the session? Alright, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but for now I wish to only speak to the young lady here. What? Really? Just for now. Perhaps in later sessions you can join in, but for the first time, it's better to be one-on-one. I decide not to argue. Okay, I'll wait here. Thank you for understanding. He turns to Yuri, who hasn't spoken a word since we arrived. Shall we step inside? Yuri is obviously worried. Doc, you mind if I talk to her in private for a second? Not at all. Take your time. I'll be in the office for whenever you're ready. He steps back into his office and closes the door. What are you thinking right now? I, I, I can't do this. Don't say that. I put my hands on her shoulders. Listen to me. You're a strong girl. You can get through this. And I'll be right here waiting the entire time. My brother just texted me. He doesn't text me ever. I think he's trying to... Okay. Dr. Langton only wants to help you. But I need you to cooperate. If not for him, or for you, then for me. Yuri stares blankly at me. Okay. I'll do my best. Okay. That's all I ask. I give her a hug and she steps into the office. I guess I'll sit here then. I take a seat and look around. The waiting room is full of motivational posters, pictures, and other stupid stuff. I look at the wall next to me. This certificate goes out to Peter Langton, blah blah blah. Stanford University, blah blah blah. Seems this guy really knows his stuff. This is perfect. For the first time in a month, I think I can finally relax. I'm finally getting Yuri the help she needs. Bzz. Nah. What the? I pull out my phone to see if I received I received a text from an unnamed number. You can't protect her forever. What the heck? This is the same person from a few weeks ago. What could they possibly want? Don't worry. Once she's gone, we won't have to worry about her. It's not like anyone would care. This has gone too far. I furiously typed back with his phone. Listen, I don't know who you are, but if you don't stop texting this number, you will have some serious problems. You shouldn't threaten someone when you know you can't back up anything you say, Puka. This person knows my name? My hands are shaking intensely. Who is this? You will know soon enough. I shut off my phone to prevent any more messages. Who is this person? Dr. Langton and Yuri walk out of the office. Pushing aside my thoughts, I stand up to talk to him. Give it to me. Give it straight to me. Give it to me straight, Doc. Your friend is in good health. I look at him quizzically. Really? Yeah, she has a common case of social anxiety. It's fairly common, nothing to get worked out over. Perhaps we can schedule another meeting so I can learn more. So what do we do? There are cases where with age the anxiety eventually fades away. There are also therapies and medical professionals such as myself that are willing to help. Simple as that. Simple as that. I forgot to do his voice. He gives me a reassuring smile. Thanks, Doc. And what about her, you know? No what? I look over at Yuri, who is standing awkwardly at the door. She didn't tell him about her cutting. Doc, what exactly did you talk about? I'm sorry, but that's private information that I'm not allowed to disclose. Patient confidentiality. Confidentiality. There is an annoyed pitch to my voice when I recite that term to him. Of course, if she chooses to confide that information to you, that's her choice. Thanks, Doc. My pleasure. I give him one last handshake and escort Yuri out the building. Okay. The rest of the walk home is quiet. Neither of us choose to talk to each other. I can't believe I did all this effort to help Yuri and she does this. She can't even tell someone what's wrong with her. I need to calm down. It's not her fault. I should have been aware this would happen. I shouldn't have forced her to see a psychiatrist. We walk into the house and Yuri takes a seat on the couch. I stand awkwardly before taking a seat next to her. I have to apologize. Yuri, I'm sorry. She buries her face in her hands and begins to cry. I disappointed you, just like I do with everyone else. I place my arm around her. No, Yuri, I failed you. I failed you. I should have known better than to force you to something like that. She lifts her head and stares at me. Her lavender eyes are puffy with tears. No, you were right to help me. I want to go back. Can you schedule another appointment? I'm taken back. Really? I know this is what's best for me, and if you're by my side, I think I can get through it. I'll always be by your side, Yuri. I take her hand and intertwine it with mine. Can you do me a favor, Puka? Of course. I don't know how to go about explaining everything to the doctor. Well, I'm all ears if you need me. Thank you. Yuri takes a moment to collect her thoughts, an action I see her do quite often. Do you know why I do it? Oh, dang. I would guess in order to feel some sort of control over your emotions? You're not too far off. Puka, for all my life, I've allowed people to be the glue, the stitches, and the bandages that hold me together. And every time they've reopened without fail. I was only a small girl when I first witnessed how unforgiving this world can be. My mother and father would argue nonstop. I was scared that one day they may even hurt each other. I used books as a coping mechanism. I would hope that I would drown out my own reality and enter a new one. Eventually, my dad left my mother and I, and my mom had to pick up an extra job to support us. Even with all that happening, I continued to repress my feelings and read my books. That's how I lived my life until... She pauses again to catch her breath and collect her thoughts. High school has been the worst years of my life. Everyone is so cruel and selfish. She stares deeply into my eyes. Or that's what I thought until I met you. But even so, the kids at school would always call me foul names or spread rumors about me. Boys would always pick on me or stare at me when I walked by or call me obscene names. She's starting to panic. I can see the fear in her eyes grow with each sentence. Yuri, I think we should stop here for now. No. I need to get this out, please. Tears continue to glide down her cheeks. I slowly nod and allow her to continue. I didn't know any other way to get rid of the pain inside. There's no such thing as a cure for pain. I had to find a way to release it somehow. I tried to understand what she's saying, so I was right. It's a coping mechanism. It was at first. At first, I was really scared, but that moment I first did it. The feeling of the blades splitting into my skin, the cold steel gliding along my arm, the beauty of the crimson streams flowing down my arms. It was exhilarating. What? It no longer became a way to deal with the pain. I had been seduced by it. It almost felt good to cut. I knew it was bad, but I couldn't stop myself. My mind was already lost. I wasn't strong enough to stop the urges. I get a feeling in my body I didn't understand, screaming at me to let go of everything I'm feeling. When I do it, it feels like I'm in my own world. It's the same feeling as when I'm reading a book, except the words are written in red, and the blade is my pen. But a book eventually ends. My arms could heal, and I could continue to relive that moment of true freedom continuously. This is worse than I thought. I always thought it was just a way for her to cope with life, but now I see it's more than just... I see it's more of some type of drug. She's formed an addiction to it. Yuri, this is a lot to take in, but I just want to say, I don't blame you. But what? That none of what happened is your fault. I wrap her hand in mine. We can't control what happens in our lives, and sometimes we can't control how we feel. Sometimes it feels as if there is a force stronger than us, pulling us and tempting us to do horrid things. Taking a drink. Good. Like puppets attached to strings. I'll never understand what goes on inside your head, and I'm okay with that, because I still stand by my promise to never leave you. Together we can solve your problem. Another thought crosses my mind. Yuri, where do you get your knives? If you're referring to what I used to cut, I have a knife collection. A knife collection? I've been hiding it whenever you came over because I thought you would get mad and find it unlikely. In any other case, I would think a knife collection is cool. But for Yuri's sake, it's not good to have. Yuri, I'm sorry, but you have to get rid of your knives. But she thinks it over for a while. You're right. I know it only adds to the temptation, but it's so hard. I know it is, trust me. If you really want to get better, the best thing to do is throw away any temptation. Promise me you'll throw out your knife collection. Tears continue to pour. She's cried so much that I'd have thought her tear ducts would be drained by now. She slams her head into my chest and continues to cry. I wrap my arms around her. It's alright, Yuri. I promise to never let anyone hurt you again. Puka, you've heard my story. You see now that I'm a monster. I'm weak, and I can't control my emotions. I take all my pent-up feelings and release them onto my own skin. How can anyone think that's okay? No one can. Huh? She looks up at me, her soft eyes locked onto mine. Because it's not okay. but it's also not okay for me to sit idly by and let you continue to hurt yourself. That's why I'm going to stop until. That's why I'm going to stop until. That's why I'm not going to stop until you're better. But why? Because Yuri, everything around me becomes blurry. The only thing I see is her. Because. Just only ends two ways. Because I love you, Yuri. I said it. I said the word. He said the word. No wait, good music is playing. Okay. I said the word I would never believe would leave my mouth. Love. What an alien word to me. But it's the only word I can think of in this moment. I feel as if everything that's happened this past month has been let out. I love you more than anything else in the world. And when you love someone, you don't give up. Puka, I love you too. Yuri wraps her arms around me and leans closer. Thank you. You can thank me once that collection is thrown away. I give her a quick smile, but she closes her eyes and continues to lean. Oh! And we got ourselves another screenshot! Okay, let me just drink water. You're just my seat. Okay. I feel her lips press against mine. All my senses are immediately overwhelmed. The taste of vanilla on her lips, the faint scent of lavender in her hair, the sound of true ecstasy as my heart beats out of my chest. Her arms around me and mine around her. Everything else in the world has been drowned out. Every single thought that had stormed my mind has been calm. It just seems Yuri and me in this single moment in time. It's just Yuri and me in this single moment in time. There's an odd feeling in my stomach. Perhaps it's butterflies? I can't describe it other than that it's something somewhat comforting. Like all my worries have been washed away. Yuri pulls away. Oh, she's blushing. Oh, what felt like an eternity was only a few seconds, but the feeling continues to stay. We sit in silence for a moment. I guess it's my turn to thank you. You can thank me after you schedule my next appointment with Dr. Lincoln. Yo, kiss! She throws me a soft smile, and for a moment, I feel like everything will be alright. Is this how we end? Is that it? A few days later. Alright, I rub my eyes away. Okay, that's where we're gonna leave off. That's one great movie. Yo, kiss, bro. I like that. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is truly an amazing mod. I have to give it out to the mod developers. I'm so speechless. This is such an amazing mod. It's like, I don't know. It's just amazing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did,